Welcome to Luxo-Life. In today's video, top 10 signs you're part of an old money family. We're going to explore the world of old money and what it means to be part of this elite group. Whether you're a man or woman, young or old, there's something intriguing about the idea of old money. It's more than just having a lot of wealth. It's about having a certain kind of refinement, a taste for finer things in life that can only come from generations of experience. So join us as we dive into the key characteristics, habits, and customs that define the old money lifestyle. And who knows, maybe by the end of this video, you'll be inspired to incorporate some of these elements into your own life, no matter what your background or current financial situation. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from Luxo-Life. Now let's explore the fascinating world of old money together, starting with number 1. Now first, it's important to understand that old money isn't something you can just acquire overnight. It's a multi-generational legacy that's passed down through the ages. To be considered old money, one's family wealth should ideally have been inherited for at least 7 generations. And unfortunately, for those of us who weren't born into this world of privilege, becoming old money isn't really an option. But that doesn't mean we can't learn more about this fascinating group and what sets them apart from the rest of us. So, today's list is just for fun, a way to better understand the customs and habits of old money, and to dispel some of the misconceptions about them. For instance, contrary to popular belief, you can't become old money by simply dressing the part or imitating their lifestyle. Old money is all about your family history. It's about being born with a safety net of financial stability that protects you in life and that you can pass down to future generations. For now, let's move on to point number 2. You might be surprised to know that despite their immense wealth, old money individuals are actually quite price conscious. It might seem contradictory, but in reality, it makes perfect sense. To ensure that they have something to pass down to future generations, they need to be mindful of their spending habits. They don't need to prove their wealth to anyone because they know they already have it. This is why old money individuals are very comfortable being economical when necessary. Of course, this doesn't mean they're all tight-fisted, but it's not uncommon for them to be mindful of their spending. You might hear them complain about how much something costs or say things like, "I'd rather fly economy than waste money on business class." It's just part of their mindset. Some might even see them as stingy, but it's just the way they were brought up. It's appropriate to think in those terms because they know the value of money. However, this doesn't mean they'll go for the cheapest option out there. Quality is essential to them, and they'll only make purchases if they believe the price is worth it. They won't compromise on quality for the sake of saving money. This is why you'll rarely see old money individuals indulging in fast fashion or buying furniture at IKEA. They're very cautious about the quality of what they buy. They might make big purchases, but only as long as they're sure it's worth the investment. It's worth noting that old money individuals aren't just concerned about passing down wealth to their future generations. They're also aware of the impact their choices have on the world. They know that buying cheap and low-quality products only leads to more waste and environmental harm. That's why they'll choose to invest in quality items that will last a long time, even if they're more expensive in the short term. As for point number 3, it's best to remind ourselves that one of the reasons why old money tends to have better reputation than new money, it's because of their emphasis on good manners, politeness, and etiquette. Of course, this doesn't mean that old money is inherently better than new money. Everyone should be judged based on their individual merits. However, the fact remains that good manners and politeness can take a person far in life. And this is something that has played a big role in the education of every old money family. As an example, children in old money families are taught dining etiquette at a very early age. This means that by the time they reach adulthood, They never feel out of place in any environment or with any people because they feel so confident that they know exactly what they're doing. This kind of confidence can be hard to come by for those who weren't brought up with these values, and it can lead to feelings of insecurity or even social anxiety in certain situations. For those of us who don't have this kind of upbringing, it's important to remember that good manners and etiquette are still important in many social settings. If you feel insecure or unsure about how to behave in certain situations, there are resources available to help you learn. And if you're really serious about improving your social skills, there are courses and workshops that can teach you everything you need to know about good manners, etiquette, and social graces. Coming up for number 4, self-confidence is another area where old money tends to excel. This isn't to say that every old money person is confident in every area of their life. After all, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. However, there are certain areas where old money individuals tend to have a natural confidence that comes from their background, education, and upbringing. For example, old money families often place a strong emphasis on higher education and fine arts. As a result, many old money individuals have a high level of education and knowledge in these areas. This can lead to a sense of confidence that comes from knowing that you're well educated and well informed, and it can help you feel more comfortable in social situations when these topics come up. As for point number 5, the old money community's fashion sense is a fascinating topic that sheds light on their distinct culture. Unlike the nouveau rich, they steer clear of flashy or gaudy clothing and instead embrace a classic and timeless style. They're not interested in following fleeting trends, but rather invest in high-quality pieces that will last them for years to come. Their clothing is a reflection of their traditional mindset, which values durability, comfort, and practicality over flamboyance. Interestingly, their clothes are often non-branded, even if they happen to be from high-end designers. This is because the old money community believes that quality speaks for itself, and the brand name is secondary to the garment's craftsmanship. They also favor unheard-of brands and customized clothing that fit their specific needs, ensuring that they get the perfect fit and the best quality. Now to point number 6, education is the cornerstone of the old money background, and it's something they take very seriously. They believe that education is not only a means of acquiring knowledge, but also a way of building social connections and networking. This is why they place such a high value on attending the finest schools and universities. They want to be surrounded by individuals who share their values and worldview. In fact, within the old money community, one of the most common topics of discussion is where someone went to school or studied. The educational institutions they attend are a way of signaling their status and social connections. For the old money community, education is not just about acquiring knowledge, but it's also about building a social network of like-minded individuals who can help them navigate their way through life. Now, let's get back to the topic at hand. Point number 7 is all about the old money community. The community is an essential part of old money, and it's easy to see why. These individuals are raised in a particular way, with specific values and beliefs that shape their worldview. As a result, they tend to stick together and have a bit of an us-against-them mentality, which can sometimes come off as snobbish to outsiders. As discussed earlier, old money places a high value on education. They believe that attending the best schools is essential to obtaining the best education. This belief extends to their community as well. They prefer to associate with like-minded people and build their network within their community. For them, education is not just a means of acquiring knowledge, but also a way to meet new people and create lasting connections. We need to be aware that joining this community can be challenging, especially to outsiders. The mentality of sticking together and being cautious of newcomers can make it difficult to break in. However, this is not unique to old money. Many communities tend to be small and everyone knows everyone, or at least knows of each other. So, it's not just a matter of money, but also a matter of shared experiences and backgrounds. Coming up for point number 8, being discreet and laid back is a common trait for the old money community. They don't talk about their wealth and they never call themselves old money. This is not something they advertise or boast about. Instead, they prefer to keep a low profile and exist in society without drawing too much attention to themselves. Even in the way they dress, they avoid showing off or proving any points. They prefer classic, timeless styles that are not too flashy or trendy. This understated approach to fashion is also reflected in their overall demeanor. They're polite and respectful to everyone, regardless of social class or background. Continuing on from our discussion of old money culture, let's delve into point number 9. Inheriting wealth is not just about money, but also about passing down family heirlooms, antiques, and other possessions that hold sentimental value. Unlike many of us who are part of the throwaway culture, where we constantly want something new and fresh, old money individuals have the complete opposite mindset. Their focus is on investing in something that they can pass on to future generations. Take their homes for example. While regular people may redecorate their homes every few years, old money homes tend to look the same year after year, generation after generation. They take pride in investing in history, craftsmanship, and antiques, and they honor family heirlooms as part of their community's rituals and traditions. And lastly, the old money community places a significant emphasis on culture, art, history, and literature. They don't view these things as to show off or gain status, but instead, they're educated to cultivate themselves to always be well-read, well-informed, and well-educated. This involves regularly reading books, visiting museums, attending art exhibitions, and even going to the theater or ballet. It's best to remember as well that their appreciation for culture, art, and history stems from their belief in the importance of preserving tradition and passing it on to future generations. For them, culture and tradition are not just for personal enjoyment, but also a responsibility to uphold and maintain. Thank you for watching our video on the top 10 signs you're part of an old money family. We hope you enjoyed learning about the unique culture and values of the old money community. To recap, we talked about how the old money community values privacy, education, and tradition. They prioritize investing in quality over quantity, and they take pride in their family history and heritage. They also have a distinct sense of fashion that is understated and timeless. Now that you know the signs of old money, do you see any of these qualities in yourself or your family? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel Luxo-Life for more content on lifestyle and culture. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.